Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the Irish Fitness Podcast. This episode is brought to you by NOCO. NOCO is a sports energy drink. They're big supporters of the CrossFit community in Ireland. They sponsor a lot of athletes. They always are taking care of us on the show as well. So big shout out to NOCO and the guys. They sent us down some cans. I am drinking the delicious
Limon.
the lemon del Sol.
Limon.
Cheers, Shano.
Cheers.
Absolutely fantastic. Not too much caffeine like some of them other brands. We get about 155 milligrams, I think, per can. So it's a nice little hit if you like caffeine before your workouts. Delicious. Thanks, guys. So it's Friday. It is 2:50 p.m. We got the workout last night, didn't we, Shane? 22.2. What did you think of it, buddy?
Oh man, when I saw those reps on the screen, I saw all those deadlifts, I was like, Jesus, God bless all of us. And then we got to watch Laura Horvath go out like a rocket and try and hold on. And when I saw that she came in only 30 seconds under the cap, I was like, she's a superhuman, what's going to happen to all of us? But yeah, initial reaction to it was just like the volume of hinging, I suppose, like everyone saw there. And I think everyone got a bit anxious over that. And all those burpees as well, even though I won't be scared of a burpee now, but the deadlifts definitely. What do you think about it?
I liked it. I saw it like that. I was like, ooh, because I know that 10 to 1 is 55 reps.
Yeah.
Times 2 is 110 reps. And then if you add the 9s to that, then it's 200 reps in total. So it is a lot of reps. But again, for most people, it's only going to be a 10-minute workout of an AMRAP, as many reps as possible, not rounds. But you're trying to get as many reps as you can. Now, saying that, you're still going to do an awful lot of deadlifting. Which is, it can be precarious, as we know. When you're doing a lot of deadlifts under fatigue, that amount of reps, 102 kilos is no joke either.
No.
Even though it's the standard RX weight, and we've seen heavier deadlifts in the past with the 143 and stuff like that. It's still, for that amount of reps, if you were able to complete it, and there's not many people going to, regular people going to complete it, but if you did complete it, if you did all 100 reps, that's 10,200 kilos in the space of 10 minutes, plus 100 burpees as well. Like them dudes, if you were to complete that in exactly 10 minutes, you're doing 20 reps a minute, which is a phenomenal work.
And their scores coming in are sub 8 minutes.
Sub 8 minutes. Did Noah Olsen get 720, you said?
Yeah, I heard, I didn't see the score now myself or see him do it, but I heard a few people saying in the gym there this morning that he was 720 or something like that.
720.
Justin Medeiros was 750 something.
That's amazing.
Last night as well.
Absolutely amazing.
But yeah, the capacity those guys have is obviously crazy. And they hold a pace, they go out at a pace that they can sustain. That's probably the big difference. Like I was saying about Laura Horvath. She's all the ability in the world. She's one of the best in the world at CrossFit. But she went out like a bat out of hell, and you could see her. She was hanging on rather than keeping a pace. I think the two guys came out because the men went after the two women last night. I think they knew after watching that of like, okay, I'm going to slow down even just a small bit more than usual, and it kind of pays off in the end as well.
Not too hot. We just did it there. There was a crew of us do it. We're not really putting an emphasis on the Friday night lights this year, so we're not. We're just getting in. People can do it when they want, Friday night lights locks people into a certain time and a certain atmosphere, and you have to get into heats and all that. So I think the optimal performance for any athlete is to do it when they feel that their best performance can be achieved. Yeah. So there was a crew of others did it there. I did it. I was happy with my score. I felt good the whole way through. The burpees murdered me. The deadlifts are quite reasonably light for, compared to my 1RM or whatever, but I really struggle on the burpees, but it was a great workout. I think if people do it, and they do it smart, and they do it safe, and just pull back a little bit if they need to, obviously things are going to happen anyway or whatever, you're going to get tweaks and things like that, but, I understand people's concerns about it because things can happen. But I suppose just be smart about things. If something happens to you in the middle of it, just pull back or pull out altogether, and live to fight another day. Do you think we'll see sub 7?
Yeah, probably. You're gonna see guys. You think about it, there's no real big separator on a workout like this, and in CrossFit, especially in the open, because it's more accessible now than it was in years previous. We'll say you're gonna see guys who are just so good at deadlifting and bar facing burpees, and that they're probably going to be under 5'7",
God. Yeah,
and just explosive.
The shorter
people.
the better for
Oh
that,
yeah,
isn't
the
it?
range of motion is going to be huge. You know, CrossFit is a short range of motion sport. It's kind of changing now. I think we're starting to see a bit of change. We're seeing like people like Brent Fikowski and Jason Hopper, taller athletes, are doing very well. But when you talk about movements that are squatting, hinging, a burpee, and like that, even gymnastics where it's just range of motion, the short guys, the fast guys usually come out on top. Or middle of the road, like me and you, or we 5'9", 5'10", that's good as well. We're not too short, not too too tall for CrossFit either.
I'm not trying to get any taller. or
Exactly,
any
you know, because it does inhibit you in some things. So obviously a taller athlete's going to have more to pull, longer to pull range of motion wise. But yeah, I think we're going to see the scores just get kind of ridiculous now at this stage.
Any advice for the kiddos hitting it over the weekend?
Really, really good advice I got from Stephen Fawcett from JST. Obviously, he's a world-renowned CrossFit coach.
Shout out to Steve.
He's one of the
Friend
smartest
of the
guys in the
show as
game.
well,
Friend of the show. We had him on before.
Yeah.
And he essentially was talking about enjoy the pace, enjoy going slow at the start. And I thought it was the best advice I heard yet from the workout. Of why would you advise an athlete to go so fast from sets 1 to 6 when in reality the workout's actually from 7, we'll say, back to 7 again. So he's like, enjoy doing a deadlift and just hopping over the bar. Just enjoy doing that from 1 to 6. Enjoy going slow, and then start breaking up your sets if you need to. If you can hold on to the bar and you have really good hinge capacity, do that. But other than that, just take your time on the way out. You'll know, like I was saying to the lads before the workout, you'll know by looking at the clock where you're at. If you're halfway through the set at 10 with 5 minutes into the workout, you have a good chance of finishing the workout. If you're not there, it's all about damage control of how many reps can you get, because it becomes an AMRAP then, you know what I mean? So yeah, just take your time.
Take your time, folks. Stay safe, you know, be smart, take care of yourselves. For most people, realistically, again, unless you're shooting for that 10%, it's a one and done, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I think there's no need for your average Joe to be hitting that twice.
Yeah.
There has to be something on the line to do that many deadlifts in the space of 4 days. So yeah, keep it safe, lads. Enjoy yourself. Hope no one gets any kind of tweaks or anything like that. We will be back for the leaderboard wrap up on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to seeing the leaderboard settle a little bit more, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think? You're going to see some of them big names come to the top?
I don't know. Like I was saying about this workout, it's actually hard to know. I think you'll only see that when it comes to maybe more gymnastic volume. But I think we might still see a few people just rising up that leaderboard because they just happen to be good at these two movements.
Yeah,
you know, it's
true.
just one of those workouts. It's a couplet. Couplets are fast. You're going to see some freaks on the Irish leaderboard on the men and women's side, especially, and in the Masters. Just be very good at those two movements, and they'll just come out of nowhere.
Shoot up.
Obviously, you know, the usual suspects will hang around the top regardless. But yeah, I think you'll see. I think we'll see some new names again, or some people we haven't seen in years
It's
past.
always nice to see guys coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guys and girls.
Yeah. Now, if you're good, you're good as well. You know, if you're an elite athlete or you're close to it, a high-level athlete, you're going to get a good score, and that's just how it is as well. You know.
Absolutely. Right, folks, that's a wrap for episode 3 of season 2. We will see you all on Tuesday.